Hey, I am Taylor, and thank you for this opportunity to speak with all of you today. Let me tell you a little bit about myself before we get kicked off talking about automation. So yeah, I am Taylor. I am the Texan living in Thailand. I have been abroad for about 4.5 years out of America, and I love it. You can probably see the sunshine all around me. Yeah, so it's really great. And I co-own a business, an automation business with a lovely gal here named Misty, and we are known as the Biz Solution Sisters. And we teach very busy, but very ambitious entrepreneurs how to implement automation into their businesses so they can grow and grow and grow without sacrificing the really important things like time, money, and joy, right? Very important. So you all are in the online space as well, and you know as much as I do what has been happening over the last couple of years. So what I'm about to say is probably going to sound very familiar and resonate with you. Number one, it's super competitive right now, and it will just continue to be this way. So many new business owners coming into the online space or pivoting into the online space since COVID happened a couple of years ago. So that is no surprise. Two, being in the online space, it can take a lot of your time for the day generating leads, nurturing those leads, following up with those leads, and closing sales. So AKA, it can take a lot of time to grow your business, doing those tedious things every single day that need to be done to move the needle to get things going, right? And number three, there are so many offers and strategies being thrown at us at all times. It can be overwhelming knowing what to do first, what to do next, how to grow, how to scale, right? It is a lot. So we love introducing automation to entrepreneurs because Misty and myself and our clients are able to save hours per day, step away from the laptop more often, and get more clients and grow our businesses so that we're making a greater impact on this beautiful planet, right? And I know this is probably very important to you as well. So there's so much we could talk about, but for the purpose of this training, I want to talk about lead generation. And I'm going to stick to the Facebook platform specifically because our tools at this point sync up with your Facebook. Okay, so we're gonna keep it simple. So lead generation, wow. Lead generation is definitely the number one struggle I hear from business owners across the board. Since the day I started my business and started like my very first round of market research, it was always lead gen. What is the number one thing keeping your business from where you want it to be, where you dream of it being? I don't know where to get leads consistently. I hear it over and over and over again. So lead gen is so important because if we aren't bringing in new leads, we aren't building up an audience, our community, our tribe, as people call it, that we can serve and sell to at all times, okay? We don't have leads, we don't have sales. If we don't have sales, we have a very time-consuming and sometimes expensive hobby here online. And that is not why we're here for a hobby. We are here to change lives. We are here to make money, and no shame around that. And we are here to run successful businesses, okay? So let's talk about some lead gen goals to strive for. Number one, we want multiple sources of lead generation. Again, I'm not gonna go into other platforms and things like that. We're just gonna stick to Facebook, but we don't wanna rely just on our Facebook profile, just on our Facebook group, just on engaging with people in outside groups. So we want to dabble in a little bit of each. We want the leads to be generating from multiple sources. Okay, so a nice little mix. Personal profile, of course. This is the first place people see. Your Facebook group, if you have one. If you have a successful business page, great, your business page, and then providing value in outside groups. And there's other things we could talk about, but I'm going to try to keep it simple, like I said. So multiple sources of lead generation. And number two, we want lead gen. Oh, This is the number one thing I see that doesn't happen. We want lead gen to be done consistently, as in daily, on autopilot, if possible, because this is going to give you back hours every single day to work on things like content, to work with your clients and give them your full energy, to go take a beach break if you want, or if you don't live by the beach, to take a coffee break, to walk your dog, whatever it is that you want to do. It will give you back hours a day. But if you're doing lead gen daily, that compounding effect of 5 leads here, 7 leads here, 10 leads here is really going to add up. It's really going to add up when it's done consistently over time. Okay, and number 3, we want 10 to 20 plus, depending on where you're at right now, new leads per week, and anywhere from 30 to 60 plus leads per month. And guess what? That might sound crazy if you're not generating leads right now, but it is very doable. And just to be clear, what do I mean by leads? I mean people you are having a positive conversation with in the DMs or wherever you're having these conversations with people. Again, I'm keeping this to Facebook. So anyone you're having a positive conversation with in the DMs, obviously a lead is not someone who tells you they are not interested in your services, okay? So like I said, my business at this point is on Facebook. We focus on Facebook. We help our clients with Facebook. This is where our automation tools run. It syncs up with your personal Facebook profile. So we're going to continue to focus on Facebook, and I'm going to show you some really cool things here. So again, just to quickly recap, why is, because I don't know, maybe you've never even heard of automation. Maybe you're an automation pro, but why is automation important? It saves you time, hours per day. It allows you to step away from the computer. Automation tools do the heavy lifting for you. So those tedious tasks that have to be done every single day to move the needle consistently, they're done for you on autopilot, okay? And so that consistency is there, all right? And then as a result, you're getting more clients, you're making more money, you're making a greater impact, and your business is growing without your soul being sucked to dry on your prospecting methods, okay? So those are just some of the benefits of automation. Other benefits are the fact that you're building systems, repeatable systems in your business that are evergreen. You can use again and again and again. So I think you're with me now, like why automation is so wonderful. So now I want to take a moment to just show you 2 of our most popular Facebook automation tools, okay? So let's hop over to my screen. Okay, so you should see my screen now. And the tool I'm going to show you, like I said, is called Genius Connector. And first of all, our tools just act as Chrome extensions that sit right here in your little toolbar. So easily accessible. You remember to use them every single day, and it's just so easy to log in and see them right in front of you on your screen daily. So Genius Connector allows you to add to friend request people on autopilot, set with a specific time interval. So how much time in between each friend request, which keeps you from getting blocked on Facebook. It can be anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds, all the way up to 15 minutes. And you can set the number of requests. So I like to add about 25 people a day. And we do tell all of our clients best practices based on where they're at in business currently. Okay, and then we set up keywords. So how cool is this, that I can get this specific with my ideal client? This is like Facebook ads specific almost, except way different price point here. So you can see I have keywords: course creator, lead generation, network marketer, founder, digital marketer, agency owner, CEO, and then negative keywords that don't apply to me. This is absolutely fantastic. And then you can also choose to send out an automated DM, but you also don't have to. And you also don't have to use keywords or negative keywords, which is really amazing. So where does this tool work? You're probably wondering. It works on any list. So primarily people use this for running it in a group. So if you have a Facebook group where all of your ideal clients are hanging out, awesome, go in there and skip the admins and all of the and all of the hosts by setting a higher number, like 20. I'll be skipping all the people who work in this group. I give it some keywords. I choose an automated DM if I want, and then I just click run. And as you can see, this begins running for me. I'm going to go ahead and pause this because I've already run this. So I'm going to click stop, and then it just stops running. But as you can see, it's going to number the people in the group, and then it's going to search that group based on the criteria that I gave it. So you just saw it passing up people very quickly. That's because none of them match this criteria. So it's only going to connect with the people that I really want to connect with, which is really, really cool. So like I said before, this tool runs from any list, right? So that means a Facebook group list. That means it can run from Facebook suggested, like they give you a list of suggested friends, you can run it from there. You can also run it from a post. So if there's a post that has hundreds of comments that your ideal clients are hanging out on, you can also run this tool that way. But I really just wanted you to get an idea of like what's possible here. Like this is going, can you imagine how many hours this is going to save you? Like just having this done on autopilot, so you don't have to go add, okay, wait 3 minutes, add, wait 3 minutes, add, because obviously Facebook doesn't like it when we go add, right? But this also keeps you consistent, because when we do it manually, and I know this because I used to do it manually, I often forgot. Right? So having this done for us means consistency, which means more leads at the end of each day, at the end of each week, and tons at the end of each month. And it also means saving you a lot of time. So you have seen the Genius Connector, and you might be going, wow, this is so cool, but how the hell am I going to keep up with all of these leads? And I am going to show you in just a moment when I show you a second tool called the Genius Connector. I mean, the Genius Messenger CRM. Okay, so you should still be able to see my screen, and we are inside my Facebook Messenger. And it probably looks a little bit different than yours unless you are my current client, right? So as I was saying, this is our second most popular tool and my personal favorite. And this is this G here, the Genius Messenger CRM. And it is literally that. It turns your Facebook Messenger into a full-blown CRM system. And you can feel my excitement right now. I'm kind of giddy and giggling. And it's just because it still blows my mind, even though I've been using it for a really long time. So in my Facebook Messenger, I can give all of my leads, and even friends and family and everyone, I can give everyone in my Messenger a label. So I know who to follow up with. I know who's a client. I know who is interested in my third launch, okay? I know who's in this group. I know who's in that group, et cetera, et cetera. In addition to labels, you can also further specify people with tags. You can create as many tags as you want. So why is this important? I think you know just by looking at it, but using the CRM, we are able to track all of our leads, and we know where they are in the buying process. Because as you all know, when we connect with people, a very small percentage of people are ready to work with you right away. So we need to nurture people. We need to follow up with people. And this is how we do that effortlessly, right? It has been said that people need 5 to 12 touch points, follow-up touch points, in order to buy from you. 5 to 12. So how in the heck are you going to keep track and remember all of that? And the CRM is really going to help with that. So in addition to labels and tags, you can also take notes on your leads. Take notes on your leads just by typing in notes here. So when they give you details about something that you need to remember, it puts you ahead of the competition because you can remember, and the notes are taken right here in their profile, right? And you can also build in pre-written, we call them canned responses, but it's basically message flows, right? So I know that I need to follow up with people 5 to 12 times. So I have about 8 different follow-up variations, some funny, some serious, some silly. And I know that they are here ready to go when I need to follow up with people. So I see this follow-up label and I know, oh, I need to go ahead and send this person a message, right? So it clicks, it adds their name, and then boom. It's really amazing. And these are just a few features of the CRM. It can really do so much more. So we have notes, we have these pre-written message sequences, and then we have follow-up notifications. So you can literally set a notification to follow up with this person with the subject, with notes on this, a date and a time, and you just add it and it dings right here in your Facebook Messenger. So literally, y'all, there is no way to let anyone slip through the cracks anymore. So you're seeing a few of the features with the Genius Messenger CRM, which are already mind-blowing, right? But in addition to that, you can send out, we call them broadcast messages, which is essentially like email marketing for your Facebook Messenger. And we all know that email rates are quite low, right? They're typically pretty low unless you're just great at them and done it for a really long time, right? And so DM, on Facebook DM open rates are much, much higher. So being able to send out broadcast messages about a workshop or some sort of offer or promo, or just to simply check in with your people is amazing. So this is mass messages sent out to people with a time interval, don't worry. And you set up different message sequences so it's not the same message being sent out over and over again. So you're not getting blocked from Facebook, but these are all sent out to people based on whatever label it is that they have or whatever tag it is that they have. So it's just absolutely incredible, everything you can do with the CRM. You add your new labels here, you add your new tags here, and this is where you can build all of those different message sequences that I was telling you about. It's just, I feel like I could go on and on about the CRM for ages. So what do you think? Do you think it's as amazing as I do, as my clients do? I'm sure after seeing this now, you can really understand why it saves you so much time, why building these systems into your business is so important for predictability, for just knowing what to do next, for consistency, and so many other things. You can see why people are doubling their lead flow, tripling their lead flow, tripling their conversions. This is why. So please, yeah, let me know if you're interested. Let me know if you want to know more. And automation or not, lead gen is so important. So if you have questions just about lead gen in general, please reach out to me. And again, I'm Taylor, and thank you so much for this opportunity to speak with you. And I hopefully will be talking to you soon.